Well, nothing came easy for you tonight, but could you describe the tone that Jeremy Grant set for your
He
club?
did. He got us going. You know, his ability to attack the paint, get to the rim, that set up his 3-point shooting, his outside shooting, was big for us. We needed every one of them. And you know, not only he did that, he did a good job of making sure he got some rebounds and kept us going that way. But it was a big night for Jeremy. Huge night.
For this team that you had them down 14, they cut it to 2 there late. And again, sometimes when you have a young team, figuring out how to salt games away or win those times. What did you see from you guys tonight that made you most proud of you?
Well, one, we defended. I thought we did an excellent job down the stretch of defending, switching 1 through 5 and 1 through 4 some, and guys recognizing who they were switching on to. And then when the shot went up, we did a decent job of rebounding. I got to go back and look at the tape, but I thought our switching and the pressure that we were able to contain the ball and make sure they took challenge shots at the end was a difference for us.
Composure with Cade. It seemed like with everything going on, he didn't pay attention to it. The biggest basket come at, I think it was 150 when you're up 2, got it up to 4, and you're able to salt it away. But just even when he's making baskets, he's not forcing it. He's staying with it.
Well, he did. He did a good job down the stretch. I think he's got that gene that you know, he can perform down the stretch under pressure. Had one big turnover that wrap around. We got to take that out of his arsenal. But for the most part, he and Killian both did a good job down the stretch of making sure we got the ball where it needed to go and got it to Jeremy and really kind of level us off and stabilize us a little bit down the stretch. And, you know, again, he's going to get better. Killian's going to get better. Killian was 1 for 4 tonight, but I thought he did an excellent job defensively. And a lot of times things he does is not going to show up on the score sheet, but I thought he was as solid as you could possibly be.
Dwane, you guys got a lot of open looks in that first half, and the ball just wouldn't go in the basket. But it seems like a step forward for your team. They didn't let that deter them like they did the other night.
Right. Well, it didn't deflate us. You know, missing wide open shots, deflates you and deflates your confidence a little bit. And the guys kind of pushed through it, started attacking the basket and taking the shots that were there. I like the ball movement. We had 23 assists, and the ball was moving around. And I really like that, to create those open shots. We collapsed the defense a little bit, kicked it out, found the open man, and that's what we have to play.
So what if it looked like you kind of limped off there?
Who's that, Kelly?
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna check on him and see. We don't know right now. We're gonna find out tomorrow probably what it was. He got rolled up onto his knee, so we'll know a little bit more tomorrow.
Tough night for Isaiah tonight, obviously, with the fouls. Some of those fouls were a little dicey, but is he still trying to figure out that balance as far as playing physical and still playing?
Yeah, he is. And, you know, again, I thought he did an excellent job of switching, and we asked him to do a lot out on the floor that probably created some fouls, but I thought it kind of took Houston out of a little bit of what they wanted to do. But, you know, so we took him out of his nest, so to speak, in his safe area down in the paint. And then you're going to get some touchy fouls, reaching fouls out on the floor. And he got caught in that.
I know you're deliberate about which challenges you want to make on calls, but how big was that? His fifth at the end of the third quarter.
It was big. It was really big. You know, the guy, that was one of the emphasis of this year, offensive players kicking their leg out, unnatural shooting motion. And there was a textbook example of it. And so, I mean, it was a couple of more. If I had another challenge, I would have used those too. But I forgot that I'd already used it. So, but again, that's what the rule is intended for. It took 3 points, 3 potential free throws off the board, and the officials made the correct call.
Cade seems to have such a real command for the floor for such a young player. Has that surprised you at all, and what makes him such a special kind of half-court?
No, that's what we saw in college when he was Oklahoma State. He did a good job of commanding the ball, and it seemed like the bigger the moment, the better he played, and that's kind of showing true right now. And you know, I thought he made some good plays down the stretch. He had a couple of good defensive stops down the stretch, as well as hit a big shot where I was talking about that. I think put it up to 4. I think he did. So he's got that gene again. All of our young players have a lot to learn, a lot to, you know, improve on. And so, but it was good for us to get the win tonight and get some confidence and continue to grow as a group.
And what do you think makes Cade so special as kind of a half-court initiator for a young player like that?
One more time.
What makes Cade special as a half-court initiator?
Well, again, some guys just had it. A guy can command the ball and make plays in crunch time or in special situations. I feel comfortable with him with the ball. We ran some plays for him down the stretch. So you feel comfortable with him doing it, but he's shown that in summer league and when he was Oklahoma in college. That's one reason why we drafted him, and we're happy we did.
Jeremy's had some big help side blocks this season. I think in terms of moments, today's was probably the biggest. Are you pushing him to be more of a rim protector? Or is that something
pushing all of our guys? We need as much rim protection as we can get. If we can put a shield up there like we have across there, James will take it. But no, Jeremy is really good, weak side, coming across to help. We got to get everybody. And it doesn't have to be a big guy. It could be a guard coming across, base goal, low man, especially when we're playing smaller, way we did tonight with Trey Lyles at the 5.
Some other production that just gets lost in that was Sadiq scoring those 6 straight points and Josh just being really steady on both ends of the ball. It'll get lost in everything else.
No, it didn't get lost on the coaching staff. I thought Josh had one of his game. He had a big block also. And with Sadiq, I thought his scoring was right on time when we needed it. Those 6 points, I think, how many exactly it was, but his scoring right at that stretch was really important. We needed it. But Josh came in defensively and set the tone, ran the floor, made the right decisions on the break. So those were huge for him coming off the bench.
28 3-point attempts in the first half. Only 2 free throws, and those came right before halftime. Did you want to see a little bit more action in the paint early, or is it worse?
No. We wanted to attack the paint, but I thought we did a decent job. We had a couple of times we had an opportunity, but we're so open, it's hard to say don't take those shots, because I promise you at some point this season they're going to knock those down because they do it every day in practice. We don't have anybody shooting the ball that's not 3-point shooters. That don't do it every day, that didn't do it last year, haven't done it in their career. So it's coming. We got to believe in it. I do believe in it. Our staff believes in it. They work on it. We just got to continue to believe in ourselves and believe that at some point those wide open looks and the passing we're doing is going to pay off for us.
Thank you.
Okay.